Oh, hi there, and welcome back to Minecraft. We're here on the 1.18 solo survival world, and this is episode 7. In the last episode, we spent some time redesigning some of the farms. So we redesigned the villager breeder and also the potato farm. Just didn't like them, but do you know what? Now that we've done it and we've changed the areas around it, I'm loving this area. It's looking so much better. I just absolutely love it. There are a few things I probably would tweak moving forward, but there's no major rush for that. The reason I say that is while we were doing all that last episode, our villagers were breeding away, and yeah, we need to do something with those babies now. So let's take a wander over and see how many we've got. Oh wow, yeah, there's quite a few in here. We're going to get some of these out of here pretty soon. I think we might have to turn the breeder off. Help me! I'm suffocating. There's too many of them. Right, you guys stay there. I'll be back for you later. Now, in the last episode, we also built a big hole underground, and if my calculations are correct, the villagers should be just around here. Yeah, that sounds about right. They are literally standing above that block, so should be able to get them out nice and easily. But before we do that, we just need to make sure they don't go anywhere they're not supposed to. So let's just grab some dirt and fill in some holes. Now I want to build a bit of a platform up here. I think if we have 4 blocks above, 1, 2, 3, 4, that should just about do it. Now, if you haven't already figured out, we are obviously building a villager trading hall, and this little path around the outside is going to be used for a captured zombie. You're not a zombie! Get out of here! There'll be no boom in this room, thank you very much. So the next thing I want to do is work on the first area for the villagers. So we need to break a block here, put a temporary block underneath it, and then move the blocks out. We can place a block up on top afterwards. Break the temporary block, and then place another block in front of the original. Then we need to add a piston, some redstone just here, then a redstone torch on the side. That should activate the piston, and then we can add some gravel on top because it's gravity dependent, and a solid block on top of the redstone. And probably most importantly, we need to get some trapdoors on here, so when this goes down, trapdoors are still there, and yeah, nice and safe. This is what's going to be used for the villagers. They're going to be standing up here, and then we want to cure them and infect them by the zombies. We'll press that, drop down, and the zombie will be running around here. Hopefully that should make sense once it's in place. But we need to repeat this about 1 billion more times. I want to go around lots of different places here, and then lay it down as much as possible. So let's do this. Okay, so that's done, and as you can see, I've been quite a bit busy. We've got all the redstone components in place, and I believe we've got enough for 56 villagers. It should be 7, 8, 9, and 7, 8, 9, 9, 18 on each level, 54 in total. Yeah, looking quite good. And then here we are from the bottom. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Now, obviously, at the moment, we've just been focusing on spaces for the villagers and the zombies, and not so much for ourselves. So the zombies will be running around here. We'll obviously have to block them in, but that'll be fine. And the villagers will be standing on these blocks or these blocks, depending on what height they're at. That bit's done, but obviously what we need to do is start working on the bits that we're standing on, which is going to be in the middle. So we need to start decorating this place, probably sort the walls out and the ceiling at the same time, and we'll see what we can come up with. But my idea, we've got some calcite, we've got some amethyst, and we've got some blackstone, and I thought that should work quite well together. Here we go. So I may have got a little bit carried away, and yeah, I started going high, and then we ran out of space, so we went through the top, and yeah, let's have a look. So I quite like the look of this. I think it could tweak a little bit, but overall I'm quite happy with the overall outcome. We've got some stairs coming down here, which eventually I might look at making this look a bit nicer. I don't know, I'm not quite keen on the fence posts around it, but we'll figure something out for that. So here you can see we've got the spaces for all the villagers, so they'll stand in here, and then obviously we can flick the switch for them to go down, and then they're going to be done by the zombies that are going to live in there. We've got ample space for storage. I've got lots of places around, so we've got 4 chests up here. This one's actually got the smallest amount, and actually we did actually have to cut down some people because space-wise, it didn't really fit as well as I'd planned, so, or didn't plan. So yeah, we cut it down. I think there's now 16 on each floor instead of 18 on each floor, which yeah, it's not too bad. The zombies are going to be wandering around this little channel here, and think about it, I better block it off real quick just so they can't get out. Yeah, like that. We'll make that nicer. So, but what I've done, when we come to getting the zombies in, I'm not quite sure how many we're going to get in, but we've got the channels come around here. Basically, what's going to happen is, as the villagers standing there, the zombies on this level can't actually see them because they need sort of eye-to-eye vision to see. So they're up there. So unless they're down here on this level, the zombie isn't going to see them. So they're nice and safe up there. And then when they come down, that's when we can get them zombified. But we've also made sure that there's a pathway going all the way around, so we can put a few different zombies in here, and they can basically take all the floors. I don't know how successful it's going to be. We'll work it out as we go along. If we have to, we'll split them up and go from there. But say at the moment we can go through literally every floor and come to the bottom here. So that's that. And as I say, storage, we've got lots more chests down here, loads of bulk storage here because we're going to get lots of items, and bulk storage under those stairs as well. So hopefully that should do the job. The only thing now is we're going to have to try and get the villagers in. I think we'll do villagers first because I feel like it's going to get messy. So I'm going to get them in, I'm going to fight them, then once they're in, it's just a case of getting the zombies in, and we only need to get in that little hall up there that we just went through, and then we should be alright. So let's do this. Here they come. A little gentle persuasion. Just need to encourage these guys to head towards the villager trading hall. I've already put a bunch of workstations inside, so hopefully they'll pathfind towards them. Come on in, lads. You'll love it here. Good. Good. Now it's just a case of following these fellas until they go inside a cage, home, and then lock them in. More, please. It's starting to get a bit crazy in here. I think it's time we take some of the workstations away until we get the rest of the people in. So if we put a few slabs down, the villagers can't escape, we can remove the workstations, but we can also still interact with them if we need to. That's the top floor done. Well, there seems to be a lot of villagers in the zombie trench. That could cause a problem later. Or maybe just more zombies. I've made sure that each of the villagers' cells has a peephole for them, so they can all communicate with each other and say, oh look, this guy's cool, let's give him better trades. As nighttime falls, I've decided to try and coax the villagers in using beds. Hopefully it does the trick. Yes, mate. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. And now for the final one. Get in there. And that's it done. That's space now for 48 villagers, and yeah, do you know what? It's looking pretty good. Obviously, we need to add the workstations back in and start locking these villagers in with their perfect traits. But yeah, I think we can do that. Where did you come from? Please don't hurt me. And I think we must have at least 10 or 20 villagers trapped inside the walls as well. So that's awesome. We could use those for, well, we can turn them into zombie villagers and they can be used to infect the others. Or we could look at expanding and making more space for villagers. I don't know yet. So in order to get the villagers locked in with their trades, we're going to need some emeralds. And first, we need to get some potatoes. The village breeder is currently switched off. We have far too many villagers. But this farmer dude here, he's going to be our first trader. Potatoes for emeralds? Don't mind if I do. Not the best trade ever, but you know, gotta start somewhere. This guy's just leveled up. He's now an apprentice, got a few more trades. The potatoes, still a little bit shocking, but it will improve. Then the next step is to place and break workstations until we find a trade that we're happy with, and then hopefully lock it in. You see, this guy's got protection 4. It's going to cost 28 emeralds, which we don't have. More potatoes for emeralds. As you can see, this guy's now an expert. He has a whole bunch more trades, and his potato trade has come down in value. So that's pretty good. It's a good start. This guy has a bookshelf trade for 9 emeralds, which we can use to turn the bookshelves to books. Wow. Not many potatoes left. We're going to need to find other ways to get emeralds moving forward. Decided to start using this village as well for potato to emerald conversion. Pretty much the same trade, but it means we can go twice as long, trade twice as many potatoes, and get twice as many emeralds each day. Well, let's get this protection book locked in. There we go. Job done. Lovely jubbly. We will need to explore the rest of his trades at some point. As for the other guys, this guy here has got looting 3. That's what he locked in. We've got this one here with efficiency 5, and this one has infinity, and also he has the bookshelf trade. As you can see, the infinity book is already coming down in value, so that's pretty good. Now, another way we can obviously reduce the value of the items so we can get stuff cheaper is to convert all these guys into zombie villagers and then cure them back to regular villagers, reducing the price dramatically. So that is high on the to-do list, but there's a problem. In order to do that, we're going to need plenty of gold for golden apples. We're also going to need blaze rods, and we don't have either. So yeah, I'm not sure we're going to do that straight away. But you know, at the moment, we're just going to focus on trying to make sure we've got the trades that we want, and maybe find other ways to improve our emerald collection system. So first thing I noticed is this guy has a paper trade, 24 paper for 1 emerald. This guy also has the same trade, and this guy also has the same trade. So it would make sense to maybe start working on a sugarcane stroke paper farm. So in order to do that, we need to once again raid our chests and collect some resources. Iron, yes, we'll take some of that. And I think we'll take that as well. Thank you very much. Why am I thanking my own chests? Right, let's get on with this. This farm is inspired by Tango Tech's sugarcane farm, but I've made a few tweaks to better suit my personal needs. We're going to start off with a row of chests like so. 8 to be precise, all double chests. And we'll put a row of hoppers above them, feeding into them. We'll then build a trench around the hoppers so that we can come back and add some water later. The outside will be made of cobblestone, but the inside will need to be made of dirt because some of these blocks will be used for sugarcane later on. And add the water. Excellent. Water flows for exactly 8 blocks before coming to a natural stop, and that's precisely why we've done 8 chests in a row. That's the collection system done. Now to start on the actual farm. Remove this block and replace it with a stair. Count out and place 8 dirt blocks on one side of the stair, and also on the other side, and then over here as well. And then add a line of blocks underneath it, thus creating another trench. I'm going for dirt because, consistency. Cap off the edge and then add a water source block into every block in this trench, including the stair block. And then add a layer of slabs on the top half of every one of the water source blocks. Add a temporary block here, and then use that to place a piston above it. Place 7 more pistons beside it, and then repeat on every other side. Place a solid block on top of each of the pistons. I'm using cobblestone because I'm poor and don't really have anything else. Repeat that on every side. At the side furthest away from the chest, we want to put an observer facing this way, and an observer facing this way, solid block on top and beside, and a redstone dust along the top of the cobblestone. Once that's repeated on all sides, we can add the sugarcane in the dirt blocks, or in my case now grass blocks, like so. And then add a water source block at the very far edge, again furthest away from the chest. Now the sugarcane will actually stop that from overflowing, as you can see. Once it's done, we can remove the slabs from below and add rails above. And that's it, essentially done. If we want to expand this, then it's very, very simple. It's a case of rinse and repeat above each other and just keep going until we've got what we really want. Dirt blocks adjacent to our solid blocks, pistons directly above our redstone dust, observers at the edge, a stair on the other side above the rail, and water source blocks along the trench, including the stair. Rails above, slabs in the water, sugarcane on the dirt, water in between, and then we can remove the slabs. Now we can repeat over and over and over and over and over and over and over again to our heart's content until we have enough sugarcane to make a few trades. Used quite a few sugarcane making this farm. Okay, and that's as far as we've got so far. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows high. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 rows across, so that's what? 15, 20, 8, then there 160, there is 160 sugarcane plants there, ready to be harvested as time goes on. And this was an interesting task, I've got to tell you that. Here's the thing, we obviously used 160 pieces of sugarcane in order to make this, and I know what you're thinking, why not just use 160 pieces of sugarcane to feed the villagers? And you've got to see the bigger picture here, guys, because we have to speculate to accumulate. Essentially, at this point, we're robbing Peter to pay Paul. We're taking the sugarcane out of the chest to build a sugarcane farm. But like I say, speculate to accumulate. We can now produce a lot more sugarcane each hour, and it should, as of now, start working. So we've got 34 sugarcane in there, 21 in there, I think there's 1 in there. The rest aren't really doing a lot, but that's to be expected. And the reason for that is, obviously, the way the water comes out, it comes straight down, and the hopper's underneath each one. So once that hopper's full, and it can't go any further, the sugarcane will basically just sit on top, and it will push from one side to the other, so it will go to one of the others eventually. So at the moment, we're going to primarily feed that one and, well, that one and that one. And they are, slowly going up. It's going to take a long process, but we can now sit back, relax, wait for it, and go from there. As for the size, like I said, we've gone 5 high. I'm not sure if I'm going to go higher. We obviously need to make this look a bit nicer because it's a bit grim looking, but I think we'll obviously add some sort of shell around the outside later. But like I say, I don't know, maybe we're going to go higher. We're kind of going to just see how this performs for a little bit first, and then go from there. Look, all these breaking, so we are getting stuff, little by little. We're just going to wait. We've got to see what happens, and then we'll come back to it. I swear, every time I go AFK, there's always a bunch of these guys building up down here. Hi, hi. It's like a mini XP farm. So I've been AFK for maybe half an hour, and just want to see how this is getting on. So it was this one and this one. They were the 2 primary ones. Let's have a look. Wow, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a little bit of stacked. There's a little bit there, 1 there, nothing. 30, not bad. And 1, oh, yeah, almost 8 stacks there. That's pretty good. And 17 there. Oh, lots and lots of potatoes too. That's good. We can definitely look at expanding this later on and go higher, see what happens. But also, if you guys have got any suggestions on how to decorate the outside of it, let me know in the comments. In the meantime, let's get some trading out of the way. Let's get some more emeralds. These guys should all be leveled up now. So new trade, we've got books for emeralds, not good. That's not too bad. Lanterns, I use quite a lot of them, so yeah, happy with that one. What have we got here? Oh, you still need more. Come back to you in a second, mate. You have got unbreaking 3. Good. I definitely need that, so that's good. And you're nice and cheap as well. And do you know what? Yeah, we might grab that in a sec. Depth Strider 3, yeah, okay, it's definitely worth leveling these up to max, guys, it definitely is. So let's just keep trading with these guys. It's also a great source of XP as well, User, unbreaking, thank you. Do you know what, let's just get as many as we can. Do you know what? I've come to the realisation that with Minecraft there's so many things to do, and there's no set way to do it. There's no right or wrong or best order to do it. So with that in mind, I've decided to change up the way I'm planning to do this. We are, of course, going to get all these guys cured up and nice and cheap. But I don't see that as being the top priority at the moment. The reason for that is because, obviously, these guys... I know this guy, for example, has got looting, but he's also got Depth Strider. For all I know, any of these guys could be my mending guy. And until I get them to the maximum level... I'm just not going to know. So I think the priority is to get these guys maxed up, then get them a next one and max him out, a next one max him out, next one max him out. Then we know what trades we've got, because like I say, we might already have the best trades altogether, which means we don't need as many librarians, for example. We can start focusing on other things. So once that's done, once we know the trades we can get, then we work on getting them cheaper afterwards. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of guys to deal with. We've got lots of trades to do. I feel like it's going to take a long time, and I don't know how much you guys want to see. So what I propose to do is I'm going to sit here and carry on doing this for a couple of hours, and hopefully in between this and this episode and the next episode we get some progress, and I'll catch you up then. So unfortunately that does mean that this episode is just about over. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share, and obviously tell your friends about it too, because if you like it, there's a good chance they will too. But as always, I've been Geekys Gamer, you've been awesome, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.